Lastly, on the LGBT issues, I mean, if you get a nod, how far would you hope to push it? The president, your candidate, when he was interviewed on the BBC, he said he would now look into what is in that bill.
That's a misconception that's been put out, and I listened to that full BBC interview. President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill, and he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill. What the president said to the BBC was in response to why President Akufo-Addo has not signed the bill, and he said to them, look, what President Akufo-Addo should have done, instead of rejecting service of the bill, was to have received the bill, stated what his displeasure is with the bill, which is what the Constitution says. The Constitution in Article 1067, President Mahama in his response to the BBC was referring to the Constitution of Ghana. Article 1067 says that when he gets to the president, he must within 14 days indicate whether he would sign or not sign. If he chooses not to sign, he then has to bring it back to Parliament and then state in the memo to Parliament the reasons why he's refusing to sign and add the recommendations to remedy those challenges he sees. Otherwise, within the 14 days, he can refer it within 30 days. He can refer it to the Council of State, who have 30 days to give him advice. That's what President Mahama was saying in that BBC interview. He was not saying that he now has to read the bill. President Mahama has read the bill. It's because he's read the bill that he told the clergy that when he becomes president, he will sign the bill, because President Mahama has no problem with anything in the bill.
My fathers and mothers in Christ, the current legal impasse created by the Akufo-Addo administration on the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian Family Values Act, which was passed by Parliament, has set a dangerous precedence for our governance. The constitutional directives for action by the President are quite clear and need not have resulted in this stalemate. As I have publicly stated, I'm a proud member of the Assemblies of God Church, and my faith does not permit same-sex marriages or relationships. No. Thank you. My faith does not permit same-sex marriages or relationship, nor does it endorse human-animal relationships, or does it allow people to change their gender as they wish. This is a fundamental belief that I hold and is grounded in my faith. I therefore assure you that the promotion of LGBTQ and all the pluses will have no place in our schools and communities under my administration. Thank you. Thank you.
Proper human sexuality, and it's quite a long name. Proper family values bill. If you remember, there was a court case that injuncted the speaker from forwarding it to the president, and also restrained the president from receiving the bill. Eventually that case was disposed of in December, I think on the 18th or so. Yeah, so it meant that the injunction had been cleared. But as far as I know, the bill did not get to the president for assent. And so the convention is that all bills that are not assented to before the expiration of the life of Parliament expire. And so that bill effectively is dead, it has expired. I don't know what the promoters of the bill intend to do, but I do think that we should have a conversation on it again, so that all of us, if we decide to move that bill forward, move it forward with a consensus. And probably it shouldn't be a private member's bill. It probably should be a government bill with government behind it after consultation with all the stakeholders to see how, we're able to move this forward. But it leads us back to the discussion we had, that if we're teaching our values in school, we won't need to pass a bill to enforce, our family values. And that's why I think more than even the family values bill is us agreeing on a curriculum that inculcates these values into our children as they are growing up, so that we don't need to legislate it. And so we'll see how all this goes. And so I'm looking forward to this review conference, so we can come to some consensus on some of these issues.
Kisimo adana yebashemu nyina, but Ghana dear omatima babe jina Ghana afi omano akase omanya independence babi oman no jina ye enya fa ahodie no omako jina ho afi omano. And then a man for free said it is okay. Musuo onyankopon abufu sew ebe sare wo man Ghana. Onyankopon abufu sew na eba no e de kwam na eba o man Ghana. Na mudidi Duncan William no machia. A wo mo na se so mo ya asofo a obi anim say odi kan kwa urobre e di tuo e gigi nkrofo sika nyose sa sika ni sha. Wati asori wodi mu sika nyina o se sha. Afedo odi awura politics mu. Sa nipa we gay for ba no convince atofufu obinum a oni momo o mo men kan wasem Ghana de ebedi week no na atwa mo men protect government no mo men protect abai no mo bia nkoka gay hu asem who born dog Duncan William, who are you? Wo ya wo to o Nyankopon nim wo tell me ma bronye wo Duncan Williams wo yi na wo kra Nyankopon sakra wo Duncan Williams wo nyame sakra na me a me ntwintu onkum nipa da me a me nko urobreda me na Nyankopon sakra me wo Duncan Williams wo Nyankopon wo sra wo so wo da wo hu bibi wo Duncan Williams wo so ya sofo tell me ma bronya metia wo yi. Because of say me ni conquensa voice. How good say, Father, I command because of say me mo san kwase ampaye ninti. Me no me de nyame ni me. Because wo de otim bia ohinim. Mo mpene kwase ampaye ni bi mbeto so ne mo nkyra manfo. Ne kwase ampaye na oba oteatea mu no. A on kan okora na odinam kroma say ye mama Mahama nko na 4 years don't me mfa nya hwe no momfa meto so ne mo o wompaye bi nkwase ampaye bi producers mo hwehwe mra ogisika ogisika no we wa asa na before ansa na o be gisika no so won kwase ampaye bi obo momfa meto so mo bate hwe dia metna kroma na mo magisika eni magefo metna yeso na no memra yeso ewo kroma because mo na mo wasika na mo akan ya no atum asofofo mu ni bie asofofo mu ginyame adie no ena nwumre o mo hweme they will come out in their numbers and necessary Catholic bishop for mo sorry necessary Christian council mo sorry it's a Pentecostal council, mo sorry. It's a Presbyterian Church of Ghana, mo sorry. It's a Methodist Church of Ghana, mo sorry. It's a mo sorry. It's a mo sorry. All the one-man churches now, mo jedi yesai Onyankopon ana aton sa afremo no nyame dimu ana mo ye nyame aduma no